Alright everyone, let's talk about Evil Dead 2, my favorite of all the Evil Dead movies. This movie, once again directed by Sam Raimi, co-written by Scott Spiegel and Sam Raimi. Evil Dead 2, a direct continuation of the first movie, but it does recreate events from the first movie with a big change. Instead of focusing on a group of people, the recap, it just focuses solely on Linda and Ash. It acts as if everyone else never existed. And this is the movie that gives us the Ash we all know and love. The badass that is known as Ash. Bruce Campbell in this movie. 95% of this movie, Bruce Campbell is by himself, and he is awesome. The amount of slapstick and physical comedy this man can do in this film is ridiculous. He steals the show. The first half of this movie is literally just Ash in the cabin by himself, getting abused like no one's business. The house and the Deadites are kicking his ass to the point where his own hand gets possessed and starts beating the shit out of him. It's fucking hysterical. And of course you get the iconic scene where Ash has to chainsaw the little bastard off just so he can stop getting his ass kicked. It's fucking hilarious. It's fucking great. The practical effects in this movie are amazing. This movie also has another stop motion scene where we see Linda's mutilated corpse doing a ballerina dance on the outside, which is just ridiculous, and it's fun as all hell. This movie also has a couple of side characters who are okay. The one that stands out to me is Jake, played by Dan Hicks. He plays like this white trash guy, and he's hysterical too. I just love whenever he shouts out his girlfriend's name, especially when she gets taken by the Deadites. They're all looking for her. He's like, "Bobby Joe, where are you, girl?" Fucking hilarious. And Bobby Joe, she's annoying. She's like Cheryl. So when she's gone, you're glad she's gone because she's a fucking annoying jerk. But you got Annie, who is a very interesting character because it's revealed in this movie that the cabin that Ash and his friends were in was preoccupied by Annie's parents, the Nobbies. Of course, it was actually Professor Nobby who read from the book, and all hell ensued. So Annie is going to said cabin because she had discovered pages of the Necronomicon, lost pages of the Necronomicon, and she's going to give them to her father in the cabin. But when they get to the cabin, they just see the cabin empty, and they see a mess, and they see Ash looking like he just went through hell, which he has. To the point where Ash gets possessed later on in the movie, and he nearly tries to kill Annie. And it's great because the whole look of demonic Ash is actually a pretty cool, intimidating look. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if this movie were to go straight for horror, the look of demonic Ash will give you nightmares with those fucking white eyes, and the way his right over here is sunken in. You see the bones of his skull over here. It's a pretty cool fucking look. I really like it a lot. But of course, this movie also gives us badass Ash. After he loses his hand, and after almost everyone is killed off, Ash and Annie gotta team up to get those lost pages and kill Henrietta, who is actually Annie's mother possessed by the Deadites. And Henrietta has a creepy fucking look to her, and Ted Raimi is just great as the possessed Henrietta. He's fantastic as Henrietta. And Henrietta and Ash have a fucking bloody, brutal battle. It's great. This gives us shotgun chainsaw Ash, and it's the iconic look. Ash with the chainsaw and the shotgun, groovy. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I fucking love Evil Dead 2. And I love these, and I love, like I said, I love the practical effects in this movie are fantastic. The cinematography by Peter Deming is a vast improvement over the first movie. This movie looks fantastic from a productional standpoint. Special effects by Howard Berger and Greg Nicotero look amazing. The acting, so much better than the first movie, especially Bruce Campbell, as I mentioned before. He steals the goddamn show. He is the star. And the side characters, they do a good job in the acting department too. Like I said, I like Dan Hicks, and I like the actress who played Annie. They're pretty good. Annie's lover, boyfriend, blonde-haired guy, he's whatever. He gets possessed quicker he gets possessed quickly than he can say dialogue. And Bobby Joe is gone by the time before the movie ends. So that's all done. That's all well and done. So yeah, of course, this movie has the iconic ending where Ash after defeating Henrietta, gets sucked into a portal which leads him in medieval times, and set up for the sequel, which I'm going to be getting to very, very soon. I can't wait because the Army of Darkness is probably my second favorite of the series. So, yeah. That's all I got to say about Evil Dead 2. I could say more, but I don't want to say more because Evil Dead 2 to me is a perfect 10. I love this movie. Bruce Campbell's at his absolute best. His talents are utilized to its maximum. And you can just tell that so much creativity went into this movie from Sam Raimi's end and from the production team's end, which is why I have zero problem giving this a perfect 10. Love Evil Dead 2. So, if you think Evil Dead 2 is a groovy movie, let me know in the comment sections below. If you don't think Evil Dead 2 is a groovy movie, let me know in the comment sections below. Like the video and subscribe, and I'll check you back next time for more.